My darling, this is a message you must not miss. I beg you to listen carefully and open your heart, because it contains information you must. Oh, my dearest child, I am calling upon you at this very now to awaken your spirit from a lengthy slumber. How long have you wandered far from me? You were formed with a great purpose and a mission that I engraved onto you, yet you go through life without fully comprehending it. You from the start, but this chaotic and noisy world has pulled you into never-ending cycles of distraction. You've been carried away by the relentless cacophony, obligations, concerns, and the seemingly endless list of things you need to accomplish. And in the middle of all this chaos, you have begun to lose sight of what genuinely important to you, your soul. The world's worries have obscured the connection we were meant to have, my darling, but this is not the life I want for you right now. I'm beckoning you to climb above the shadows and into the light. Let your spirit awaken, and let your thoughts escape the ephemeral illusions of this world. I created you not to live a shallow or pointless existence, but to shine and walk in the magnificent purpose that I have prepared for you. Pause, my darling, in the middle of this world's mayhem, and pay attention to my little murmur within your heart before you ever said a word. Perceptive, unwavering in your faith, brave and powerful. 1 Corinthians 16:13. Now is the moment for you to speak up. I am beckoning you to leave the darkness of forgetfulness behind and enter the light of truth. I do not want you to lead a life of mediocrity, but rather a life of purpose, a life that brings glory to me. Your purpose in life is not to fit in, but to make a difference. But in order to make that happen, you must be ready to let go of confusion, look into the light of truth, and let me show you the way. Lead you now is the time to put your trust in my everlasting plan. Your life has purpose beyond anything you've ever experienced. Imagine it is more than simply a string of mundane days filled with concerns and ill-defined objectives. You were not made to merely exist, but to live a life of brilliance, and to accomplish the great mission I have planned for you from the beginning of time. I have endowed you with invaluable abilities, talents, dreams, and passionate sparks that long to burst forth. These are no accidents, my darling. They were destined for more than just admiration or burial. They were born inside you to be, awakened to share my light with the world so that you might mirror my power and beauty. So take a moment to listen, not only in the midst of life's chaos and noise, but in the midst of everything. Listen closely, but also feel my voice as I cry out to you, urging you to rise beyond your current situation. This is not a request to stay put. Rather, it is a call to embark on a fresh path, a life where each stride is imbued with significance and direction. Ephesians 2:10. Translated and enlarged reflection. God created us in Christ Jesus to do good deeds, and He has already planned for us to do them. Ephesians 2:1. 2:10. Know this, my child. You are more than just a pastor. You are a special creation, intended to do great things and fulfill your destiny. Things that I have planned for you from the beginning of time, even before you came into this world. Keep in mind that you do not face this trip alone. Rather, I will go before you, leading you down the way I have planned. This is your chance to wake up, to unleash your latent potential, and to live the life I have prepared for you. It will be a life full with. Do not tarry, my darling. The hour has come to move forward in TR faith, because I am with you, guiding you toward the fulfillment of my destiny. On the road that appears alluring, glistening with promises of fleeting solace and allure. But my child, do not be fooled. It leads away from the life and eternity that I have planned for you. At first glance, that road does not originate from me. Rather, it is the enemy's attempt to deceive you with empty promises of quick pleasure. But in truth, it saps your spirit of its genuine vitality and happiness. The murmurs you hear, those who assure you that you may discover purpose and fulfillment apart from me. The enemy has entangled you in a web of deceit, filled with pleasant words that are deadly numbing your sense of delight in the world. The devil comes only to steal, murder, and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it to the full, John. The devil comes to obscure the light that I have given you, Spirit. 10:10. Keep in mind that the devil does not want what is best for you. Rather, he wants to steal the joy, peace, and love that I have placed inside you. Given the purpose of your existence, he tempts you to lose sight of the noble calling I've bestowed upon you, guiding you instead into the shadows and away from the truth. Nevertheless, I am with you, my child, and my arms are wide open. No need to resist these temptations or struggle to break free from them. I am beckoning you to return from the road to destruction and onto the road to life. Let me be your Savior. I will rescue you from the clutches of the adversary if you only call on me and submit your heart, and guide you back to the truth. By looking upon me, my child, I will shine my light into the darkest parts of your heart, wherever. No matter how much the adversary tries to convince you otherwise, my love will always triumph. Keep in mind that you are mine, and that I have bought you back with my blood. Pause and listen to my voice fully. I have never stopped calling you by name, and I have never stopped bringing you back to me. Nothing can separate us from my love. My love for you has never faded, and I have made every effort to remind you of the guiding signs I have put along your life's journey, the individuals I have sent to be lights when you needed them most, and the soft whispers I have whispered to you. Do you sense that stirring in your heart? It's my way of guiding you home. I've spoken to you in the stillness of the night, my darling. Hear the voice of your Creator calling out to you, telling you that you were destined to shine. The gentle nudges you feel are my spirit enveloping you, guiding you away from dangerous pathways. But you have often hesitated, letting the world's temptations grab you and keep you hostage. You are caught between the brightness of reality and the darkness of the transient, my darling. I can sense the anguish in your soul. I can feel your want to come back. Yet, at this crossroads, there is one way leading to the truth, but you are captivated by the sweet whispers of the enemy. Your fear of losing everything you hold dear is evident. I tell you this so that you do not lose, because you are hesitant. One path leads to eternal life, the other to eternal separation from me. Do not stay trapped in this world forever. I have the finest things in store for you, and I do not want you to lose out on the chance to experience the liberation and genuine happiness that are mine to offer, my child. In contrast to the transient allure that masks everlasting repercussions, the light that I shed is genuine, everlasting, and unwavering in its assurances, my darling. This is a gentle caution I give you before your spirit hardens and your hearing becomes dull to my voice. You stand at the crossroads. I will not stand by while you continue to sink further into despair at this critical juncture in your life. The temptations you're up against may seem like bright lights, yet I want you to see through their facade of fulfillment, because below it all is nothing but disappointment and heartache. These things aren't blessings. They're traps that the devil set up to divert your attention away from the greater good I've planned for you. Cheap knockoffs that don't measure up to the real thing, the love, joy, and serenity that I yearn to provide you. Everything in this world is fleeting, but what I offer is eternal. The true light that is destined for you is with me, my child. Do not exchange what is everlasting for what is fleeting. Do not allow yourself to be led astray by the allure of the transient. I have called you by name from the beginning, before you were even born. Everything that you have, including your identity, has been bestowed upon you by me. Don't let the allure of this world obscure the truth that shines before your eyes. There is a greater significance to life than what you can understand at this moment. You should not look for happiness in things that can. Your soul will never be satisfied by the promises of the enemy. Instead, it can only be found in me, the wellspring of living water. These things, my darling, are nothing more than illusions, and they will fade away just like morning does. My beloved, do not wait until it is too late to emerge from the shadows and into my light. I am waiting for you. Here in this light, I do not intend to induce any sense of foreboding. Rather, I am inviting you to let me embrace your heart and lead you so that you will never again feel lonely or lost. Dread, but a pleading from a kind parent who wants what's best for his daughter. I've laid the groundwork, but now it's up to you to be courageous. Long enough to release what is not rightfully yours and grasp the everlasting blessings I have in store for you. Never forget that I am by your side every step of the road. May you always be reminded that I am unconcerned with the passage of time. I am able to work my magic through you, regardless of your age, situation, or load, as long as you are prepared to let me into your heart. Do not listen to the inner critics who try to convince you that it is too late, that chances have passed, that you are worthless, and that you are incapable of achieving great things. I do not speak for them. But beware of the devil who tries to keep you from realizing the potential I've given you. I want you to understand that I don't select individuals based on their seeming perfection or plenty of resources. Rather, I select those who have faith in me. All you who are prepared to answer my call, I will provide for your every need. May you be blessed with understanding, fortitude, and bravery as you face the challenges that lie ahead. Recall how Moses once bemoaned his lack of fluency in speaking and how I stood by his side and set the mountain before him. That is the road I have planned for you. If you're feeling weak, my child, just look at what I've done with regular people using my word. I turned their lives around. I turned shy people into great leaders, turned fishermen into world changers, and used a shepherd kid named David to vanquish a behemoth that a whole army dreaded. My motivation was not because they were. If you feel inadequate, please convey that insufficiency to me. Likewise, if you are unprepared, keep in mind that you are not required to be flawless since they place their faith in me. Do not be afraid or doubtful. I will prepare you for your journey. Come to me even when your heart quivers. I am more than just the one who calls. It's never too late to start, never too weak to rise, and I am the one who gives you the strength to do what I have planned for you. Trust in me, the one who keeps the clock ticking, and walk in my light. I know you better than you know yourself, and my invitation to you is not contingent on your mistakes. In the midst of all the noise, I implore you to focus on the eternal plan I've laid out for you from the start. Listen carefully, with more than just your ears. You have a voice deep within you, but it gets drowned out by all the problems, haste, and bustle of life. You must learn to remain quiet and listen for that voice in your life. It is the voice of your soul, where the love, wisdom, and truth that I convey to you reside. In order for me to reach you, you must first overcome the obstacles in your way, clear your mind of uncertainties, and face your fears. Whisper to you so that just now, my darling child, you may put your cares on hold, breathe deeply, and let go of the weight that's been weighing you down. Pay close attention to my words, because I am speaking to your heart and delivering a message that is intended only for you. This is a cry to return to my love, my truth, and my calm. Listen closely, my beloved, because in the stillness you will discover the guiding light. My darling, I know you often ask why I keep trying to find you, even after you've wandered off or been lost. And the answer is simple. I am your creator. I can't help but be aware of the anguish and misery that lie ahead for you if you go with the path you've chosen. Going down a road of temptation, I can see the enemy's concealed traps, snares that look good on the outside, but will take you nothing but pain and devastation. I see the sorrow you will feel on lonely evenings, and the heartache you will suffer if you leave my embrace. I anticipate the scars you will bear from. I also envision a new future, a totally different image, if I am spared the needless suffering and the void that no amount of material possessions will ever satisfy, not even my child. When you put your confidence in me, I will show you how to overcome obstacles, find solace in my calm, and enjoy a bountiful harvest. Even before you were born, I could see the blessings I had planned for you. I envision you radiating my light, giving hope to everyone around you, and living a life that has purpose and significance. But you don't see any of that right now. I assure you, though, that they are genuine. For as you follow the road I lay out for you, you will never be on your own. Rather, I will shelter you from harm and accompany you through every difficulty. Your tears will no longer be filled with sorrow, but with delight and appreciation, my darling, as I deliver you from difficulties and provide you with the resources to embark on a brighter future. My child, know that the angels I give you are not passive observers. Rather, they are fierce protectors who fight spiritual conflicts you cannot see, armed with the strength that comes from my kingdom, and they are unflappable when confronted with enemies. They smash down barriers and foil the villain's schemes too. No one can harm you until you walk in partnership with them, my child. I will never put anything on you because genuine love is never forced. I will wait for you to come to me when you're ready. If you want me to bring total liberation into your life, you must let me into the darkest places. Your call to me is an indication that you have agreed to my excellent, flawless service. And my power is limitless. It comes into full bloom when you let me into your life through an open heart and an invitation. Everything I require is an honest plea from you, an expression of trust, and I will turn the impossible into a reality. When you seek my help, my power does more than just release you. It transforms you. From the bonds that bound you, but also from the inside out, fortifying your spirit to endure any test. Nevertheless, my darling, do not. Don't allow self-doubt or complacency to prevent you from seeking my help. Resist the devil's attempts to sow discord inside you by suggesting that you are worthless or that I ignore your cries for help. Everything that you send my way reaches my ears and eyes, and I'm prepared to take action whenever you want me to. Place your whole faith in me, and my guardian angels will fight for you, ensuring your victory in both the short-term and long-term struggles. In this eternal voyage of your spirit, my darling, you have my love, strength, and protection, and you will never be alone. Embrace this truth and allow me to work in your life. Don't be so naive as to assume you're smarter than the adversary, because their cunning and might will catch up with you. Always vigilant so you can tread the line between safety and peril without tripping. Keep in mind that even the most sage people in history have fallen prey to temptation the adversary uses. Not only does it use overt techniques, but it also sneaks up on you, influencing your thoughts and feelings. Consider David, the man I previously referred to as the man after my heart. Though I showered him with many blessings, this powerful and intelligent king yet succumbed to temptation and sinned with Bathsheba in his unguarded weakness. Not only did it impact him, but it also caused suffering to his family and kingdom. This doesn't imply that I didn't forgive him, but it does show that even people closest to us can't escape the aftermath of a tragedy. You were not made to bear every load or fight every battle on your own. The strength you experience is temporary, and I am vulnerable if you do not completely depend on my strength. Every second isn't enough to resist the devil's plans. He's always setting up tempting traps and misleading promises to make you feel in charge. But in reality, no matter what you do, he's thwarting you. I implore you to remain humble and to rely only on me for strength, for going it alone will lead you closer to imprisonment and hurts you cannot imagine. Wear the whole armor of God, just as a soldier would never go into combat without it. I give the protection and direction you need to navigate life. Read Ephesians 6:11 and take up your shield of faith. Then, with the sword of the Spirit, which is my word, stand strong against the schemes of the devil. My darling, in order for you to succeed in all that you face, I am really urging you to set aside anything that is hindering you from following the road that I have laid out for you. Do not allow the distractions of this. The world tries to stifle your potential by presenting you with superficial, transient pleasures that only serve as a disguise for the emptiness that lies behind. Look to me, for I am the light that will guide you through the dark and foggy times. Release the sins that have weighed you down and concentrate your gaze on me. You may feel trapped by the burdens you've carried for so long, as if they've become an integral part of who you are. However, I must inform you that you were not meant to carry these burdens. Stay free from those shackles. They do not determine your worth or your fate. I will break every bond and provide you the freedom that. Time is a gift, and nothing can take it away from you. So don't put it off any longer, my kid. Don't wait for tomorrow to make a difference. Tomorrow doesn't deliver. You have the power to make the most of this gift. Just like an oil lamp whose burn time is unpredictable, life is short, but you may give it purpose by letting go of your attachment to its outcomes. Consider the prodigal son in Luke 15:13 to 15:32. His life was a waste and an emptiness when he abandoned his family to seek the world's pleasures. It was only upon his return home that he discovered the affection and welcome that had always been there for him. Similarly, you may feel like you've gone far from home when you return here, away from me. But you can be sure that you will always have my undivided attention. I do not judge or berate you. All I want is to hold you close, my beloved child, since my time with you is limited. This is a critical time, a call to action for you to stop, look back, and live a life unburdened by regret or mistakes. Come back to me wholeheartedly, fearlessly, without hiding, since I understand you more than you understand yourself. Give me your worries, your sorrows, and your setbacks, and I will turn them all into blessings. Into a world of hope and fresh starts, I tell you. Everything is changing, the sky is falling, and the ground is shaking. Isn't that amazing? Behold, the indicators are plain to see. The anarchy is on the rise. Love is becoming icy in many hearts, and what was once solid is now crumbling. Trembling, and it's not a coincidence. These are signs that the time is running out, and storms, both physical and spiritual, are getting worse. War rages on in people's souls, and it's becoming more vicious by the day as evil tries to seize what rightfully belongs to the light. Nothing has ever been clearer than it is right now. You can't ignore the truth as it's being revealed. This is a turning point, and you can't afford to continue living in hesitance or concession. You can't hold on to the world's possessions while attempting to set aside a tiny portion of your soul for me. The world will consume you anyway. Here's a route that I, the one who made you, am urging you to take. Beautiful but hollow pleasures, transitory joys that leave an eternal emptiness. However, life's journey begins with me, and I want you to know that you can't have it both ways. Either you love me, or you succumb to the emptiness of earthly pursuits. Each new day presents an opportunity to break free from indifference, to stand up and live for something truly meaningful. It's time to make a decision. Reflect on your options. Follow your heart. Is what I've put before you today, my precious child, the choice between everlasting life and the transient things of this world, between light and darkness? Choice. Serve the world and its fleeting empty promises, or serve me, the one who created you, with a greater purpose. You can't put off making this decision any longer. The time is running out, and with it comes the weight of eternal consequences. Importance. If you decide to follow me, I will accompany you every step of the way. I will give you knowledge and power, and I will dress you in righteousness, so that you may be completely equipped to face adversity. I will crown you with grace, a symbol of the divine calling I have put upon you, and anoint you with the power of the Holy Spirit, so that you may walk not only in preparedness for war, but also in victory. You must meet adversities with faith, courage, and steadfast resolution. The enemy will try to make you question and hesitate, even to convince you that you lack the strength to overcome these challenges. But I assure you that you need not be afraid, since I have shown you the path, and broken every chain in every war that has ever been. John, I have triumphed over the world, and you will do the same by drawing on my strength. This world is full of challenges, but I have conquered it all. 1633 May. This promise shined brightly in the darkest times, reminding you that you are strong enough to overcome obstacles and become a illumination in the night. You will bear my gospel of grace, love, and redemption to the lost. The decisions you make today affect not just you, but also the lives I wish to rescue through you. In a world that sorely needs hope, you will be my hands, my voice, and my light. However, if you are unreceptive or fiercely reject the light, I will be left with nowhere to turn, blazing down on you. You're about to face an enemy you're unprepared to defeat. This is not meant to intimidate you, but rather to shake you awake from your slumber. His assaults never end. He never shows mercy, and he wants more than just for you two. I have set a purpose inside you, and he wants to steal your soul and erase any sign of it. The promises of this. The world's joys that you want will evaporate like mist as soon as you set out to. Absorb them, as they do not possess any enduring worth and are unable to bestow happiness or contentment. The happiness you believe you're experiencing from these transient pursuits will. At some point, the tranquility you seek will transform into an unfathomable void, never really materialize, leaving you with a disheartened and restless spirit. Looking back at the others who came before you, at those who turned me down, at those who walked into, the shadows which engulfed their dreams, shattered their affection, and ensnared them in a web of... My heart aches at the thought of this happening to you, my darling child. I pray it doesn't. Behold your anguish or fall for illusions that cannot deliver genuine joy. Know that my affection for you continues indefinitely. This summons is not among. Not judgment, but rescue. I am reaching out my arms to welcome you back, because I am the one and only source of everlasting happiness and contentment for you. Never miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime chance to experience love that knows no bounds. On top of that, come back to me right now, since I am prepared to revitalize your spirit and keep your heart open to the love I have for you, my dear child. Do not let it harden. I understand that you have suffered through profound trauma, which has led you to. Be cautious and maintain your distance. I know the struggles you're going through and the questions you have that have gone unresolved. Responsibilities that hold you back, but always keep in mind that no pain is worth the suffering you experience. No matter how many times you cry, I will always be here, arms wide open, to witness every one of them. Come to me with all your hurts, and I will be there to embrace you, even when you don't think you deserve it. Do not be frightened to confront your uncertainties and even your dormant anxieties. I am. Who has the power to transform every weakness into a strength and every tragedy into a recovery. You are not obligated to bear the weight of your crushed dreams on your alone. Place them at my feet, and I will provide you tranquility that no one can rival. Comprehension. I will do more than just mend your wounds. I will turn them into manifestations of my might and love. The very thing that brought you down will one day serve as proof of my unfailing love for you, but for today. For this to take place, you have to have faith in me and have the courage to release what ties you down. In order to live the life I have planned for you, I implore you to let go of the things that are holding you back, so that I may shine my light into the depths of your soul and remove the darkness there. Don't be scared in the face of any darkness, any anguish, or any dread. I will not abandon you. Judge you, but love can mend and revitalize you with the simple act of believing in me. Put your faith in me to the point that you surrender your struggles, release the shackles that bind you, and follow my guidance. Cinch you to your rightful place, my darling. Now is the time for you to make up your mind. Don't dally. There's no need in wasting time. I'm contacting you right this second, not tomorrow, when you're in a better mood. Be ready, because this is the one and only time you will ever need to. Refrain from letting the world's diversions or the enemy's falsehoods derail you. To let the words, "You are not good enough," seep into your soul and lead you to long way, or that you will never be able to alter these falsehoods. Instead, you should turn to me. However, I did not come to bring charges against you, but rather to rescue you. I do not perceive you. In spite of your shortcomings, never allow the enemy to take advantage of the limitless potential I have implanted in you. I will not allow this opportunity pass you by. My voice will resound more strongly than whatever deceit he tries to instill in you. To bring your burden of shame before me, in a state of contrite humility, prepared to accept your. Please should not be bashful about disclosing any of your weaknesses. I have been eagerly anticipating the opportunity to pardon you, and I will never reject a contrite spirit. Please allow me to wash you clean by my grace. That I am willing to forgive you, so that the scars from your past can fade away. Deleted. Make room in your heart for my spirit, and I will resurrect you with my spirit. You will be granted an indescribable sense of tranquility and power that will beyond all expectations. Triumph against adversity by heeding my guidance and stepping into the light. My opponent will be no match for you. I am beckoning you to a life of triumph, where nothing can stand in your way. A life of plenty, not only of subsistence. Allow me to begin a new chapter for. I have prepared a place for you where you will walk not just in freedom, but also in the fullness of my love and purpose. There's no need to keep waiting. I'm prepared, and all I need is for you to. Oh Lord, I have come to you. Please let me transform you at this very moment. My darling, my sweet child, this is your chance to. Made your choice. Now is the moment to reflect on your life and decide whether you wish to. The liberation I provide, or remain ensnared by the shackles of a traumatic past. Away from the temptations of this world, I am beckoning you to emerge from the shadows and into my everlasting brilliance, even when the hands of time fail me. Even yet I have thrown open the door wide, and this chance will not remain forever. Unlike in the days of Noah, when I given the order to seal the ark's entrance, the last opportunity for those who. You are under no obligation to remain outdoors if you choose not to answer my call. While I stand at the threshold, fearing what lies beyond its closing, I would rather that you not be the one. Observing from a distance, I perceive what you are oblivious to. I perceive the calamity the devil is about to unleash upon you if you continue down this wicked road, subtly arranging their plans to harm you. But most importantly, I perceive the beauty in your potential. Believe in what I've planted in you and the life I can give you if I guide you. Then come now. Although my love is still beckoning to you and my arms are still wide open, do not allow fear to cloud your judgment or reluctance to face the reality. First, every war you will encounter you have already won. Do not fall victim to the enemy's deceit. Persuade you that you don't deserve to be back or that it's too late to do so. I pray that you would release me from the bonds of sin and the anguish they have caused. I will bandage your wounds, wipe away your tears, and implant a new spirit and heart inside you. Here to guide you towards an existence brimming with unfathomable joy, liberty, and serenity. However, you need to open that door. You need to take that initial leap of faith. The chance is still there, my darling, but you shouldn't assume it will remain forever. Do not allow another day to slip away without taking action. Time is of the essence. While I continue to shout your name, you should come inside because you are still standing outside. Choose life, choose freedom, and choose now. I have bestowed upon you the gift of life with each breath you take. You should not take it for granted. Rather, it is an integral aspect of the loving plan you have reserved exclusively for yourself, But have you ever stopped to consider this, my darling? Has the idea that time is not a factor in the way you're utilizing this gift ever occurred to you? Limitless potential awaits you in every action you do and every second of your life. As you continue to construct your eternal destiny, I can see how time has slipped through your fingers. Daydreaming about meaningless activities that divert our attention from more important matters. Regarding pointless concerns and the years slipping away silently without a parent. Do you understand that time is a precious commodity that may be snatched away at any moment? So quickly if you don't value it, and I don't want to ruin it for you by reminding you that. There is a certain amount of time that you have been allotted on this planet. Must do the task I have entrusted to you, but not so much that you can afford to fritter it away on pointless pursuits. Do you not sense the passing of time as you pursue your passions? Time flies by like a morning mist as a bird's shadow moves across the sky. Please pay attention to what I am about to say to you, my child, for it is urgent, and I will not boast. Thinking about the future, for each day has its own surprises. Proverbs. Time is not a constant flow, but a finite resource, and I want you to understand that. River that can only run in one way, making it impossible to turn around. Continue forth, and with each passing day, grow further from me, failing to. The strategy I've devised is a day squandered, my cherished respite in the midst of all this chaos. You have to stop and think, how am I spending my time? Soul, do not tarry until the last moment to reflect with shame on what you may have done differently. Instead of living your life in haze, make each day count by turning it into a melody. An expression of my gratitude and an evidence of the value I have on you, I would never intentionally harm you. Would like you to live hurriedly, ignoring what's really important, and live intelligently according to what I've taught you. Being cautious about how you spend your life, not foolishly, but wisely getting the most of every chance you have, for the days are dark. Ephesians 5:15. Do you get, my darling, that I am pleading with you to maximize your time via sowing eternal seeds and leading a life of everlasting importance? Make time for what's important, seek me out daily, and love me unconditionally. Give thanks for what you have gotten, because when you work on things that will last forever, you are doing more than just taking part in this world, while also getting ready to live in my everlasting kingdom. Kingdom, if today were your final day on our planet, what would you prioritize? Would you stop to appreciate the splendor of the times you previously ignored because they were so important? Think about how I've made the most of the life I've given you. If you're burdened by unfinished business, ask yourself if it's my fault. Time that God has given me, have you wasted it on meaningless concerns, or have you planted the seeds of love, appreciation, and faith using it? What would you do if today were your last? Do you find it easy to let go of grudges and forgive when faced with a challenging situation? If so, how do you express your feelings to those closest to you? As you sit in tranquility, listening to my speech, would you allow your heart to be filled with peace? Allow me to be your guiding light. As you face the end of a path, I would rather you not endure. Lament the time squandered on transient matters, needless misery, and the power to change is with you, not with your insignificant worries, which will fade away in time. Now, savor every moment as though it were your final present, as if time were not a luxury but a grace, my darling. Think about what I would leave behind if today were my only possession. What shall I take with me from this world into eternity? I refuse to let a moment go by without. Faith, forgiveness, and the traces of love do not enter my kingdom without something to show for it. When faced with innumerable chances to make your life worth, keep in mind that what I'm offering you is a fresh start, an opportunity to love better, forgive more, and do the right thing. Fuller to get to know me better, so don't put it off any longer. Do something now. Not because you're afraid of what the come to a close, but always remember to be grateful for the new beginnings I have provided you with. For me, your presence is like a symphony of praise. It brings me wholeness, joy, and reason, because you will have nothing to worry about in the end when you dwell in the light of eternity. One day, you will perceive it as an entrance into my embrace, a place where happiness is eternal and love has no bounds, remains for all time. All around you, there are spirits lost in the shadows, yearning for a illumination to lead them. And you, my darling, are the illumination I have choose to radiate in. In those shadowy corners, you might not be aware of it, yet everything you do, say, and live has the potential to influence others in ways you can't even begin to fathom. I've strategically positioned you to be among them. I am enacting a grand scheme for you, my beloved, and you must always keep in mind that you have many allies in. I will gladly go ahead of you on this mission. I will put words into your lips when you need them, mending crooked roots and removing obstructions. When you are at a loss for words, may wisdom be bestowed upon you. Don't fret about what you perceive as a deficiency. I will supply all that you need. Ignore the devil's attempts to sow doubt in your heart by telling you that. Your inadequacy, lack of holiness, or lack of time is causing you to be tempted by the enemy, fooling you into thinking you're helpless, while in fact I've picked you. It's not that you have to know everything. It's only that you're willing to. Everything I ask of you, all you have to do is follow, and I will use you in order to carry out the deeds I have ordained for you, duties that no one else can perform. May carry on the seemingly minor talks with the phrases of every bit of support, encouragement, love, and compassion that you bring contributes to the immense. I am creating a masterpiece out of you because you have abilities that no one else has. No one else has what you have, and I have a task for you to complete. Nothing you do from the heart holds eternal value, no matter how big or little. Importance, love, building, and hope-bringing. Be not afraid. Stepping out, expressing my truth, and offering my love with no fear. By working hand in hand with individuals who are in need, I am doing may my darling child, by your grace, stand tall in the courage I have given her. Trust me when I say I will never leave your side, no matter what. During you go through life, I will provide you with the fortitude to conquer any difficulty and the bravery to confront any threat. Have faith in me, and I will make sure that nothing or no one stands in your way of accomplishing the purpose I have for your life. My darling, have courage and break free. I will show my glory through you. Remove the obstacles standing in your way. Leave your comfort zone and go in the direction of your heart's true desire. I am patiently waiting for you to come to me, not with criticism or judgment, but with an embrace, with my warm embrace to restore your spirit and alleviate your pain. It only takes a single step, a single prayer, and a single person to accomplish this. Perseverance, and I will lead you through every difficulty so that you may learn that the path to genuine independence begins with. Spend time with me, not as a chore or something you have to do every day, but as. Not allow prayer to be a holy meeting when your soul is nurtured and restored. May it not devolve into a dry ceremony, but rather a vibrant bond between us, a sacred place where release all your cares and get the gift of tranquility, direction, and unwavering love. My darling, please don't let anyone tell you that you're too busy to. Pausing for even 10 minutes, even a single moment in the midst of your daily routine can revamp your path and view our time together as nurturing a seed. Each prayer is like watering a seed, is a small drop that will aid in the growth, flourishing, and fruitfulness of your faith and hope in. May the Lord, who loves me with all his heart, rouse my spirit from sleep by listening to my earnest prayers. Deceitful worldly pursuits, so that I may discover my life's purpose. Please do not allow myself to get swept away. lead me astray. Temptations and pointless pursuits divert my attention. My life is directed toward the things that last eternally in your presence, Lord. I am aware that. Teaching me to make the most of every minute so that I may live a life that I humbly want your guidance so that I may spend it wisely and not fritter it away on transient matters. Lord, may my every word and deed be a reflection of your love and honor. Give me the strength I need to. Provide me with insight so that I can resist the devil's plots, courage to choose the correct path, serenity in the face of adversity, and the fortitude too. Keep your footing firm in trust. I beg you, Lord, to show me possibilities you present to me so that I can do the tasks you have assigned, to assist me in identifying those individuals in my life who are in need of support and direction. Lord, I pray that you would help me prioritize my time and energy so that I can best serve you. Focus on what is truly important and not on what is temporary. Educate me to prioritize you in. With all that I do, for the sake of your honor, Lord, I beg your pardon. When I neglected to follow my own path and instead let the world to guide me, wishes rather than asking for your advice, I'm aware that there have been times when I've put things that aren't. Lord, bless my heart with your eternal kindness so that I may ask that you forgive my transgressions. Living my life in accordance with your desire, I will be able to disregard the demands of the world and pay attention solely to what you say. No matter how tough things become, I promise to always lead the way, because I trust that you will not allow me to stray from your path. Lord, I pray that you would give me the grace to release my worries when I put my faith in you. I am filled with joy and calm when I let go of worldly ambitions and unneeded worries, information that no one else can provide me. I beg you to kindly remind me every day that my time on. Please, Lord, help me to make the most of my time here on earth by leading a life that brings honor to you and kindness to everyone around me. Lord, I give you control over my life, my ambitions, and my fears. You are the one who guides me through all of life's stages, and I know this because, even when I'm at my worst, your love for me is unwavering, and I am grateful for that. Despite my shortcomings, you steadfastly remain by my side, molding and transforming me in accordance with your grace and mercy, and I beg you to lead me into a life spent totally devoted to your love. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, our Redeemer, amen. And while you're at it, please subscribe. Push button and enable alerts so you won't miss important and uplifting words from the Lord that we may share in order to strengthen our faith and experience the fullness of His love. Amen.